Hi, everyone. Welcome back to week 7 of Hannah's Digital Marketing Place. So, this week is a little different since we don't have all the data because we're not going to pay for campaigns. I am going to go over 2 tabs that you need to know if you go into digital marketing fields. So, the first thing that we're going to look at is audiences. So, once you are signed into your Gmail account and you have logged into Google Ads, go ahead and go to the left side of the screen and you're going to see audiences. Click on that. And it should automatically take you to a page that looks similar to this. So, since we have already made a campaign and we made an ad group, we clicked on audiences in previous weeks. Due to that, our audiences are already filtered in. Now, normally all this information would be more like the clicks, impressions, click-through rates, average click, cost per click, and the cost spent. But since we inactivated the campaign and the ad group, it's not running. But I would like to show you kind of what it would have looked like if this was actually a ongoing advertisement. So the first one that I had clicked on for the homeless shelter was family focused individuals. And if you hover over it, it will give you a description of who these people are and would it align with the audience that you're trying to target. So these are people who are passionate about family and may enjoy reading, parenting advice, or planning family gatherings. To me, the homeless shelter is looking for people very family focused and concerned about individuals that are in need of help and a place to stay. And people that are willing to volunteer, and you can do that as a family. They actually have people come in as families to do projects for them to build the homeless shelter. So that was why I chose that type of audience as one of the audiences I selected for the campaign. Now, I could go through and type or see how many clicks that the display ad for the campaign would have generated, how many impressions per that group, the click through rate, and the cost per click. And I could see how much this campaign is costing me and is it worth it based on the clicks and impressions and so on. So it's actually really cool. You can go through and see everything based on your display ad. And I want to point out one more time, this is based on the United States. The ad is in English and it is a display ad. And this would be based on weekly transgressions. You can also go up here and kind of allot the time. So if you wanted to see something further back, you could. You can see the last 7 days, Sunday through Saturday, last 14 month, and so on. And you can customize. Okay. And again, I clicked on several audiences for this type of display ad for the homeless shelter because there's so many different types of people that will come together to build their community. The second tab that I want to talk to you about is demographics. So go ahead and click on demographics. Demographics, again, we don't have the data because I'm not actually running this ad. I would actually like to spend more time building an ad before I would run it. But these are the ages that I have selected. And I selected all ages because homelessness is it's a variety of ages, right? And then also you're looking for people for donations and for volunteers to build a homeless shelter. So the ad campaign that we are running right now is the one that we created back on week 2, and then the ad group is back on week 3. So they're currently all eligible, and this again would be like the clicks, the impressions, click through rate, and cost per click. I can also go to gender, and again, I clicked on every type of gender. Their parental status, so parents, not a parent, or they may be a parent but they don't have kids in the household, that would kind of go as unknown. Household income, I excluded the top 10 and 11 to 20%, mostly because the area that the homeless shelter is built in, that's not exactly in that type of price range for that specific zip code. And actually, throughout the week or throughout the semester, you will talk about zip coding. There's another platform we're going to go over on week 10. Okay, combination. So combination is a variety of different aspects. So it's taking it, if you remember all the way back to probability and statistics, you don't have to do any math. Google Ad does it for you. It's saying okay, ages 18 to 24 female, not a parent, top 10%. and it's going through and making all these combinations for me. So that way it knows everything I'm doing, and it's basing it on clicks, impressions, click-through rate, and average cost per click. So I can understand my target consumer and demographic. Pretty cool. And then exclusions. This would be like demographic exclusions that I do not want to include. And we're not going to really do any exclusions since I'm not running any of the data yet. But if you clicked on that button, you could go through and see what you do not want to have. So that's really it for this week. Since we don't have the data, I can't really show you anything else, but that is a really broad aspect of audiences and demographics that I feel like you should know going into the digital marketing field, and especially working with Google Ads. And of course, at the end of this course, you're going to get certified in the Google Ads and have a certificate, which is good for 2 years. So when you're on the job hunt, this will be good to know. Other than that, if you have any questions, please let me know. I will talk to you all next week.